It's been pretty good. All the guys are really nice. The coach is really nice. Learning the plays is a little bit difficult, but what I do on the scout team is just try to prepare them for as best as I can, and then learn the plays in the summer.
I know you're from up here, but do you miss the weather at all down there at all? Like
Nah, no, for sure. Especially this last couple weeks, it's been really cold. So, just like Minnesota, but yeah.
Mid-year transfers do not happen very often. Was it just with Coach Larnaga retiring that you're just like, hey, I'm going to leave at the end of the year. Let's just go.
Yeah, especially since I was already like the coach already left and everything. I'm gonna try to get my year back, and then I was already recruiting me heavily out of high school, so I was like, might as well go there. That was my second option, if anything. So yeah.
How does mid-year transfer recruiting go? Were there a lot of schools that were in contact with you right away?
Yeah, there were a lot of schools that were in contact with me right away, but I mainly focused on this one because like they recruited me heavily out of high school, and yeah, that's it.
How does it feel that you're being more closer to home? I know that you're from Minnesota, and was that like more easier for you to transfer here also?
Yeah, it was also a big reason why like I could just go home on the weekends if I need to, especially just drive up there. But being a lot closer to home, a lot closer to the Midwest, like it's a really good feeling. So yeah.
What style of play do they like to play up tempo here? Is that something that appeals to you?
No, for sure. I feel like I'm a really big fast break player, like drive and kick it to the open shooter. So I feel like it was a perfect fit regarding that.
What stood out to you when I was recruiting you out of high school? Just what do you remember from that?
Just how often that they were like at our AAU games and everything, how interested they really were, and then I watched a couple games and their play style really fits mine, like the fast pace, up tempo, like drive and kick type of deal.
As well as your first impression of Coach McCaffrey.
He's really nice. I like him a lot. He's a funny guy. I've known him for a while because Jack McCaffrey played on D1, so I've seen him a lot during the summer. But he's a really good guy.
Who was your kind of main contact from Iowa recruiting-wise? Which assistant coach?
So Sherman, Coach Sherm is the one who recruited me heavily. He started recruiting me like sophomore year, like AAU's end of summer. So he's been following me for a long time. It really knows my game. But like the recruiting really picked up like summer of junior year, so the AAU season, and that's when I started to break out, and he offered me.
How would you describe your game to someone that hasn't seen you?
I'd probably say like it's very upbeat, like sorry, my bad. There's a lot of running, a lot of fast break, moving the ball and everything. Like I don't know. I feel like I can do a lot of stuff at a pretty decent level.
How would you just like the last 8 or so months be like starting at Miami and then your life's just changed a lot.
Yeah.
How would you put that into words?
I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. Like adjusting to college basketball and then adjusting to the Miami culture is already crazy enough, and then the coach leaving, and then coming mid-season. It's all been a crazy 8 months, but the Fred and the guys have made it really, really easy to transition.
So the coach, did that blindside you? Did you see any of that coming?
The team had no idea that he was going to retire. It was after Christmas break, the day after that he announced his retirement, and I was actually shocked. So yeah.
That process, though, from you jumping in the portal to getting here, that was quick.
Yeah.
Who helped you through that?
Coach Fran, like I said, he recruited me heavily out of high school, and if it wasn't Miami, I was going to choose here. So it was a pretty easy decision, and then the playing style and everything really fit. It was close to home. All the factors led to that.
But do you have like a high school coach or your parents, or who kind of guided you through?
Oh, my high school coach, Nick Carroll, he was from Totino Grace. Very, very big help, especially in the later years of recruiting and everything. He really helped me through all that process, and then the D1 Minnesota coaches really helped.
You just mentioned that like you're from Totino Grace. I've known that like you played with a lot of talent growing up, and especially in high school. Like you played with a couple D1 guys like Taysom Chapman and the kid who went to Iowa State.
Demarion Watson, yeah.
Also, what would you say like you would you say that helped you also like in your years like with those top guys?
No, for sure. They helped me a lot. They taught me a lot of things that like I didn't know from before, especially playing with that top talent. Like learning how to play with other good guys was a big thing. And basically, they taught me like the habits that they picked up, like working out and everything. So yeah, it really helped for development wise.
Since you got to Iowa, just what is it like now? Because obviously you can't play in games, but like what's your role
My role right now is to be on the scout team and give them the best challenge at practice every day so they can get better for the games and everything. We're really just observing when they do their offense and everything and just trying to kill them as much as possible on scout team.
How's the success rate on that?
So far it's been good. They've dropped a couple ones for a couple games, but like I said, I've been trying to give them a challenge.
You said you're gonna try to get this year back. Do you have to appeal that, or what's the process?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to somebody from compliance to try to get my year back to become a freshman next year to get that redshirt year, especially with the coach leaving. So yeah.
All right, thanks, Isaiah.